Welcome everyone to the Zoomobile. My name is Cheetah and at the very back of your bus, I'll be your commentator. And at the front of the bus we have our driver, Melissa. Now just a few reminders. Please keep your hands and feet inside the Zoomobile at all times. And there's no eating, drinking, or standing while on the ride. The first animal we're going to see on your right hand side are the Himalayan tahrs. We have 3 Himalayan tahrs in our. Their names are Sue, Kirk, and Carter. Himalayan means mountains, tahr means goat, so yes, they are a species of mountain goat. They also are very smelly animals. They sweat out a smelly, sticky substance out of their ooze, which gives them extra traction to climb up onto mountains, like the one you see on your right. They also have a ridiculous vertical leap of over 6 feet tall. And now on your right hand side, we're passing by the greater one-horned rhino. You can see Kieran, our 5-year-old rhino, right in the middle of this habitat. Kieran has terrible eyesight, but he makes up for it with his amazing hearing. He weighs about 3,500 pounds, and he can run up to 45 kilometers per hour. How do you think you can stop a charging rhino? You can only take away his credit card. We're now passing by the brand new state-of-the-art orangutan habitat. It's opened in the summer of 2023. The new outdoor habitat will stimulate the orangutan's physical, social, and intellectual needs. They will be able to climb high and feel the breeze on their faces as they look over the treetops on the Rouge Valley. Our generous community of supporters helped to contribute $5.2 million towards our capital goal of $10 million, with the city of Toronto helping support the rest.
He just left.
On your right hand side, we're passing by the Maasai giraffe habitat. We have 4 Maasai giraffes in our care. We have Kiko the father, Mustari the mother, and Matumaini and Amani the children. They're currently in their indoor habitat in the giraffe house, located in the Africa exhibit. And now on our right hand side, we're passing the least favorite part of the zoo. This is my ex's house, aka the cheetah habitat. We're passing by the back of the cheetah habitat on our right hand side. But we're passing by the back, so I'm not sure we will see them. If you want a better look, you can head to our second exhibit, the Africa exhibit. But I don't think the
Hold on.
Why are you so boring? Get over here. Oh, sorry. You're boring too? Here you go. Cheese? You want cheese? You want cheese?
and enlarged heart and lungs. Cheetahs are the fastest land animal, but they're not the fastest animal. That title belongs to a Canadian bird. The peregrine falcon is the fastest animal in the world, reaching diving speeds of over 340 kilometers per hour. Speaking of Canadian animals, we're now our first stop of the day. This is the Canadian domain. you like to exit here, please exit on the right hand side and the right hand side only. Zoo Tom the white rhino, the largest animal here at the zoo, weighing 0,500 pounds. And we did have a baby white rhino born here at the zoo a few weeks ago. And we had a brand new renovation done to the South penguin habitat. If you'd like to check them out, you can exit on your right hand side and your right hand side only. And what you see is what you get. Their names are Orangutan and Ralph. They're named after Simpsons characters. It's empty and holds food for our animals. Food including barrels. Barrels are leaves, sticks, and branches. We also use this as enrichment to keep our animals throughout the year. Enrichment is anything that stimulates an animal's mind or body. We have enrichment items in our habit around the zoo. You can think about what they use their enrichment items for in the wild. On our right hand side, we are passing by the Mayan temple ruins, home to our famous jaguar. He spent a long 19 years here at the zoo. We're also passing by the empty flamingo habitat and the capybara habitat with a waterfall. On your right hand, now passing by the cat, but I don't think the caribou care what they're called, because we also call them reindeer. The male reindeers grow their antlers in the summertime. Before we get there, we get to see one more African animal. On your right hand side, we're passing by the Watusi, and what you see is what you get. Their names are Orangutan and Ralph. They're named after Simpsons characters. They are very, their horns are actually hollow inside with a honeycomb-like structure that is made up of blood vessels that goes out of the Watusi. So air goes into their horns, filters itself, and then goes back into their body, acting as their personal air conditioner. On your right hand side, we're passing by the old monorail station. This was a Zoomobile in the form of a train, as used in 1994. Now the station is empty and holds food for our animals. Food including barrels. Barrels are leaves, sticks, and branches. We also use it as enrichment to keep the animals throughout the year. Enrichment is anything that stimulates an animal's mind or body. With enrichment items in our habit around the zoo. You can think about what they use their enrichment items for in the wild. On our right hand side, we are passing by the Mayan temple ruins, home to our famous jaguar. He spent a long 19 years here at the zoo. We're also passing by the empty flamingo habitat and the capybara habitat with a waterfall. On your right hand, now passing by the cat, but I don't think the caribou care what they're called, because we also call them reindeer. We have polar bears in our care. We have Aurora, Cheetah, Humphrey, and Juno. This is Toronto's Animal Hospital. Here you can watch surgeries being done on our animals with a glass window. It's one of the only facilities like this in all of North America. So if you ever get the chance to watch surgery, on our left hand side, we're going to be passing by our lion-tailed macaques. We have two lion-tailed macaques. Their names are Gina and Gunther. They're brother and sister, so you might have to look for them a little bit. They're arboreal, which means they spend most of their time hiding in trees. but due to habitat loss and the oldest macaque species in the world. On your right hand side, you can see two of our grandparent Mongolian horses. Their names are Phoenix and Alexandria. And on our left hand side, we're passing by our West Caucasian terns. We are also a species of goat. We have many names for goats here at the zoo. We call them goats, tahrs, terns, LeBron James, Messi. Back to our Mongolian horses on the right. At one point in time, there were only about 15 Mongolian horses in the world. They were extinct in the wild and only kept in zoos around the world. The zoos came together and created a species survival program to help increase the population. So they kept breeding them and breeding them and breeding them. And now there were over 3,000 Mongolian horses in the world today. And they all originated from zoos. The zoos have also released over 1,000 Mongolian horses back into the wild. On your left hand side, we're passing by our moose lawn. We are wild sheep. The population of moose lawn is slowly decreasing as we are being hunted for their horns for trophies. Conservation efforts have been taken to increase the moose lawn population. One breakthrough example of conservation efforts is with the genetics management of the moose lawns. The population of moose lawn is slowly decreasing as we are being hunted for their horns for trophies. Conservation efforts have been taken to increase the moose lawn population. One breakthrough example of conservation efforts is with the genetics management of the moose lawns. On your right hand side, we're passing by the Amur tiger habitat. We have two Amur tigers. We have Maisie and Vasily. They are the largest of all tiger subspecies, with males reaching up to 700 pounds. The name Siberian tiger came about because these species were originally found in Siberia, but now they are extinct in Siberia and only live along the coast of the Amur. On your left hand side, we're passing by our red pandas. We have two here. Their names are Tuba and Paprika. We often like to hide up into the trees when they're climbing. The red pandas tail is much more useful than we think. Their tail is used to stabilize them while they're climbing around the trees. And their tail is also used to keep them warm in the winter months. They use it to snuggle up on. The best part of their tail is that they can also use it as a pillow. And now we are approaching our last stop before main station. This is the Eurasian Wilds. Here you can go back and see our Amur tigers or our red pandas. Or if you take a right, you can see our bat-trained camels and our snow leopards. If you'd like to exit here, please exit on your right hand side and your right hand side only. Best part of their tail is that they can also use it as a pillow. And now we are approaching our last stop before main station. This is the Eurasian Wilds. Here you can go back and see our Amur tigers or our red pandas. Or if you take a right, you can see our bat-trained camels and our snow leopards. If you'd like to exit here, please exit on your right hand side and your right hand side only. On your left hand side, we're passing by the discovery zone. Home to our 2 alpacas. Their names are Reggie and Terra. This is also home to our miniature donkey. His name is Sterling. They often like to walk around the zoo with their zookeepers, so if you ever see them walking around, don't be shy and say hi. On your left, we're passing by the special events tent. Here you can throw your own zoo-themed birthday parties or other events. And on your right hand side, we're passing by the front of the Amur tiger habitat. If you look into the habitat, you can see a cage for our Amur tiger Vasily, the male. He is moving to a new zoo to start to join a species survival program. We have found a mate for him in the Calgary Zoo. On our left hand side, we're passing by Flash Island. On our left hand side, we're passing by Flash Island. Surrounded with water fight. This will open back up in the summer and be closed for the fall and winter season. And now we're approaching our pedestrian stop. If you see any pedestrians, don't be shy and get them away. We like to train our pedestrians to wave back. And now we're coming to the end of the Zoomobile tour, which means we are in the core woods. The core woods is the center of the Terra Zoo. Here you may have noticed many trees that have fallen. That's because when they fall over, let it naturally decompose, and the nutrients in the tree go straight back into the forest and are absorbed. It also creates a great habitat for small animals like frogs, salamanders, skunks, and orangutans. In the summer, when the leaves are fully grown, it creates a canopy over top of the road, making it about 10 degrees colder here than the rest of the zoo. If you have taken any photos today, don't be shy and share them to the Toronto Zoo, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For more information about the Toronto Zoo, including our year-round family fun events, education programs, and membership, you can support the Toronto Zoo and, of course, over the 5,000 animals. Visit TorontoZoo.com. We're now at the end of the Zoomobile tour. Please remain seated until we have come to a complete and full stop. Take a moment to check for all personal belongings and wash your head and step when you get off the Zoomobile.